Good evening, Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are
Good
you?
evening. Yeah.
How are you, Beck?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Today
What
my
did you do? What did you do for the whole week?
uh today my sister and my auntie visit
Mhm.
my home.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you are living in Ho Chi Minh City or in Hanoi?
Yeah. No. I'm home. I'm at home.
Yeah. So what is that? Is it Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City? Is it part
Ho Chi
of
Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ho Chi
Yeah.
Minh City and Hanoi is far from each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
far.
But you're working where? Is it
yeah.
Hanoi also?
Yeah. I work at Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
Okay, but you are living at Hanoi.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's in Ho
Yeah.
Chi Minh City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
is it your work near your home?
Mm,
How many
about
hours?
about over 10 kilometers.
Okay. Oh, so that would 10 kilometers. That means 1,000 meter. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So that would be 1,000. That would be 100,000 kilometers. 100,000 meters. Oh, that would just also
Hundred,
near, right? Yeah.
100,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
thousand. Yeah,
Yeah. 1,000. No. 100
one
times
thousand.
1,000. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
1,000, not
yeah.
100,000. Okay, so it's just only 1,000 meters away. Oh, that would be near, right? So
Oh,
you
sorry. Uh, 10,000.
10,000 kilometers. So how many hours
Oh,
drive
kilometer.
kilometers? 10,000
Kilometer là
kilometers.
10.
Yeah.
10.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
10,000 kilometers. So how many hour drive from your home going to your work? Is it just only 10 minutes, 20, 30, 1 hour,
I spend 40, 45
45 minutes,
minutes.
45
Yeah,
minutes. Yeah. Oh, that would be near. And there would be traffic. There would be traffic jam along the way.
yeah. I ride a motorbike.
You ride a motorbike, so that would
Yeah,
be nice, right? Okay. So let's continue our lesson, Beck. I'm going to share the presentation to you
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay, just for a moment. Okay. Yeah, so this one is the continuation of our lesson last time. Okay,
Yes.
so it's all about Unit 2, Lesson 7, right? Coffee to take away. And we studied last time on how to ask for an apology, right? And we were able to discuss also some of the useful expressions that we can be able to use if we are asking for an apology. So apology, that would also be mean sorry, right? So what
Yes.
are what are the useful expressions that we had studied last time? It says in here, I'm really sorry. Okay, and then after that one, you have to state the reason. Okay, like for example, if have you experienced being late in going to your work? Have you experienced that, Beck?
Mm, yes. Not sometimes.
It's just only
Yeah,
sometimes, not most of the time,
yeah.
right? Okay, and then what did you do? Okay, when that particular sometimes that you were late in coming to your work, what did you do? Did you ask for an apology to your boss?
Yes.
Okay, so what did you say?
uh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for delay.
Why? So did you tell your
Yeah,
boss why?
because
What's the
yeah,
reason? Yeah,
because I have
an
this.
important.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Actually, there are reasons for being late, right?
yeah, yeah,
Remember?
yeah,
So
yeah.
the first one, we've said that it's going to be a terrible traffic or a heavy traffic. Sometimes people been late in going to work because of a heavy traffic or a heavy
Mm,
traffic jam, right? Or
mm,
it can also be a family emergency, okay?
yeah.
And then if you have LBM, okay, like for example, I have a terrible stomach ache because I have LBM. So LBM means lost bowel movement, okay? You keep on going back to the CR because your tummy is something like crook crook crook, something like that, right? Okay, so it's not good to work if your tummy or if your stomach is aching, especially if you have this particular lost bowel movement, or sometimes we call this one back as if you have the so-called um, what is one other term for the LBM would be I forgot. Okay, never mind. Okay, but there is other term for this one, right? Okay. So, and then after that one, okay, of course, you can be able to say also if you have enough time. Okay, so you can ask the person, do you have time? So I am just available at 9:30. So you can also say that, right? Okay, and then the person will also reply to you, don't worry, I have lots of time. Okay? But if you don't have time back, what are you going to say if you don't have time? If you have time, you were going to say, don't worry, I have lots of time. But what if you don't have enough time? So what are you going to say? Let's say, for example, oh, Beck, do you have time? And then you don't have enough time. So how are you going to say that? Okay.
Mm,
Of course, you were going to say, oh, sorry, I don't have
mm, no.
lots of time. Okay,
Mm,
so that is how you were going to tell the person or respond to the person if you don't have enough time, right? Okay, but if you have time, you can use this one, right, Beck? Okay,
yes.
now
Yeah.
moving on in here. So listening, okay? We will be going to click this one and then let's try to listen, okay? How are we going to ask for an apology?
Sorry I'm late. Traffic was unusually bad today.
Okay, again, he said, sorry I'm
Sorry, I'm
late.
late.
Traffic.
Traffic, traffic were unusually bad today.
Yes. So aside from saying, I'm really sorry, the traffic is terrible today, we can also substitute the word terrible by unusually, right?
Mm,
Okay. And bad today because that's not, oh, look at this one, right? Okay. If you have seen this kind of traffic, as if you want to what? As if you want to fly, right? You wish that your car has its own wings to fly. Okay? Because
mm,
of this particular traffic. So this one is also a reason for you to say that you are late. And again, you can use sorry, I'm late.
mm,
Traffic was unusually bad today. This is also another, but we can also say this one.
Mm.
right, Beck? So either this one or this one, that would also be
Yes.
accepted. Okay?
Yes.
Next. Another way on how to ask for an apology. So let's try to listen.
I apologize for being late. I had to drop off my wife at work. It took longer than I thought.
Okay. So another reason for you to be late because okay, you dropped off your wife at work. So maybe you have only one car. Okay. So the family has only one car. So the wife is also working. So you will going to what? You will going to
Oh.
say or tell your boss that, oh, I apologize for being late. I had to drop off my wife at work. I took longer than I thought. Okay? So this is also an excuse that can be approved by your boss. Okay? Because this one is a good reason, right? Okay. What about if we will be going to say Beck? What about if you were going to say, I'm really sorry for being
Being
late
late.
today because I was able to sleep. Okay. I was able to oversleep. Okay.
Mm. Oversleep.
Yes. So, do you think actually this one is very, very true also, Beck? It happens, right? It happen sometimes
Mm.
because let's say for example you were able to sleep late at night, okay, since you were able to sleep late at night, so therefore you can be able to wake up late in the morning. Okay, now
Mm.
if you are the boss and I am the employee, I am going to say, oh, I'm sorry, boss Bick, for being late today because I was able to oversleep. Are you going to approve? Are you going to accept my apology? If that is my reason. So my reason is oversleeping. So if you are the boss, what are you going to respond, Beck? How are you going to respond to this apology? Are you going to say your apology is accepted, or you are going to say your apology is not an excuse? So which is which? If you're the boss.
Because I have time to I have one time for
Oh,
oversleep.
really? And you were late.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
and then
you go to the office late, and then
my boss also accept.
get angry with you.
Yeah.
Oh, see, because that's not actually an excuse, right? Okay,
Mm.
because oversleeping is not an excuse actually. Okay, that is an attitude of an employee that is what do we call that employee? Irresponsible, right? That employee is not responsible but irresponsible. Okay, why? Because he is not or she is not aware of the time. Okay, now, question pick. What time do you go to sleep?
uh, I sleep I usually sleep late.
Late at night. What time is it? Is it 12 midnight?
Yeah,
Oh,
12.
really? Oh my God. Actually, I can't be able to do that one. Okay. If I don't have classes back, I usually sleep at 8 o'clock in the evening. Yes,
Oh,
because we do eat our dinner before 6. Yeah,
ah,
because
yeah,
I eat a lot actually, big, okay? I eat a lot. Okay?
yeah,
Especially in the evening. That's why look at me, I'm fat, okay? Because I eat a lot, okay? So therefore, we have to eat early before
yeah,
6 so that okay,
yeah.
so that I can be able to walk, I can be able to what is one
Run.
to
Mm.
do my other thing, right? Before I sleep. And then by 8 o'clock, I have to sleep because I am an early riser. When you say early riser, four
Early
o'clock,
rising.
yeah. So early riser, that means I wake up early. So
Yeah,
I usually wake up at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's why if
Very
yes.
early.
So if we try to count them, of course, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 8 hours also.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But if I do have classes, I sleep at 11. Okay. Yeah, I sleep at
11.
11. Yeah, because my time is from like for example our schedule today, that would be 1 hour advance here in the Philippines, right? So in your country that would just be 8 right? It's just 8:16 in your country, right?
I should
Yeah.
think. Mm.
Yes, but here in the Philippines it's 9:16.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we are advanced 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour.
So by the time we finish our lesson, that's going to be 10 in here. Okay. So I need to take a shower. I need to right. I need to do things to fix myself before I have to sleep. Right. Okay. So at around 11, so I sleep already if I do have classes. So my sleep is just only not complete 8 hours if I am going to sleep by 11, right? So what time do you wake up in the morning, Vic?
For the work day,
Yes.
yeah, I wake up at 6 a lot. Yeah,
S-
6
6
six
o'clock.
thirty six
Yeah,
thirty a.m.
6:30. Okay. So that would be your sleep is just only 6.5 hours because you
Yeah,
sleep at 12. So 12 up to 6:30, that would be 6 hours and 30 minutes only.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Oh, be back, okay? Remember, health is wealth, okay? So we need to have a sleep at 8 hours,
Yeah,
right?
eight
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, 8 hours sleep. That would be nice, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are acceptable, but this one is not acceptable. Okay, there's another one which is not acceptable. Let's say, for example, I apologize for being late, sir or ma'am, because I went to a party. Okay, and I had to, I had to drink with my friends at the bar. So that's also an excuse late, right? Okay, so if I am the boss, I am going to get angry to you also because that is not an excuse. If you go to the party, that's your personal life, but make sure you will not going to include your personal life to your work, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's not an excuse. Okay, that's why remember, Beck, do not make an excuse if you oversleep or if you go to the party. Do not
Yeah.
tell your boss about that, okay? Because it's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, Vic? So do you have any questions with this?
Yeah. No, I had
No
no
more.
question. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to go to our next lesson now. Okay, just for a moment. So that would be here. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see this one, Vic. Can you see it?
Yeah. I can see.
Yes. Okay. Now,
Coffee to check.
our unit 8 or lesson 8 rather, it's all about for the vocabulary part, food or drink in a coffee shop. Okay?
Mm.
And for the skills that we can be able to understand in here would be buying food, drink in a coffee shop. Okay, so
Yeah.
how are we going to buy food or drink in a coffee shop? Okay, using the English language, right? Okay, so that those these are the things that we will be going to understand in here. Okay, for the part one activity scene, Rob and Jenny meet. Okay, so
Mm.
they will be going to meet each other now. Okay. Okay. So we were done already with this one, right, Beck? We already watched this one last time, right? So the first time that Rob and Jenny meet at the restaurant, right?
Mm.
Have
Yeah.
you have you remember that? Okay. Another role play that we can be able to do in here, Beck, is that your friend asks you to join her for lunch at 12 p.m. But you have to prepare for an important meeting at 1 p.m. So you arrive at the restaurant a bit late.
Yeah.
Apologize and ask if you could make it to the meeting. Okay? So how are we going to say that one, Beck? Okay. I have to copy, huh? Wait for a while. I have to copy our transcript, right? Just for a moment. So that, oh, wait. Control C. Okay, I have to copy it in here. Okay, so here's a transcript of the conversation of Jenny and Rob, right?
Mm.
Okay, now if the situation would be this one, your friend, okay? So your friend asks you to join her for lunch at 12 p.m., but you have to prepare for an important meeting at 1 p.m. So you arrive at the restaurant a bit late. So apologize and ask if you could make it to the meeting. So that means you will not going to what? You will not going to join your friend for lunch because you need to finish your presentation, right?
Mm.
Okay, so how are we going to say that one? Let's try to role play that one, Beck. Okay, again, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember this one. Okay, but we will not going to follow this one because this is the first time that Jenny and Rob meets, right? But in here, it's going to be different. Okay, so let's say I am your friend. My name is Hargie, right? Okay, so how are you going to tell me that you cannot be able to join me, okay, joining for lunch because you were going to prepare for an important meeting at 1 p.m. Okay, so how are you going to say that? Okay, let's try to dramatize, let's try to role play now, Beck.
And I say what I
Yes, so
understand.
you were going to say, okay? Oh, of course. Let's say, for example, it's lunch. So that means it's good afternoon, right? Because it's
Yeah.
lunch. So you were going to say, oh, good afternoon, Hargie. Okay.
Uh, we met
At the restaurant. Okay.
community.
Yeah, I am already at the restaurant. Okay. And, um, yeah, okay, at 12 p.m., right? So I invited you to eat, to dine in at the restaurant at 12 p.m., okay? But, okay, you were able to come or went to the restaurant or arrive at the restaurant a bit late. Let's say, for example, you came at around 12:30. Okay? So our call time is 12. Okay, 12 in the afternoon or noon, right? But you came at 12:30. So, how are you going to tell me that you are going to apologize for being late? Okay, so how are you going to say that? Oh, this is my sample. So I will going to say this first, okay, before you, okay, Vic? So supposing you are going to invite me, okay? Okay. Oh, hello, Vic. I'm sorry. I'm a bit late. I would like to apologize for coming late to our lunch date today because I have to prepare for an important meeting at 1 p.m. So sorry for this. Okay? So how are you going to say that? So how are you going to respond?
Mm,
So of course you will going to say, oh, no problem, okay, it's okay, no problem, I do understand because that is your work. So I do understand. Okay. Okay, so
mm,
that means you accepted the apology of your friend. Okay.
mm,
Okay, or let's say, for example, you arrive at the restaurant. Okay, another situation would be I arrive at the restaurant. Oh, Beck, I'm sorry. I was late in coming here because I have to prepare for an important meeting at 1 p.m. And I apologize. I cannot be able to join with you at our lunch today because I have to go back to the office, okay, because I have to present the presentation that I prepared at exactly 1 p.m. So please do understand, and um I have to I have to make it up, okay, next time. I'll promise I have to make it up next time. Okay, so
mm.
therefore you are going to say, okay, no problem about that one. I understand. Okay, and then I have to say, okay, thank you so much, Vic. Bye, and promise I should have to make it up next time. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it's your turn now, Vic. Oh, Harji. Okay, you were late. You were late. So how are you going to say that?
I like.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you have to tell me. Oh, Harji, I'm so
yeah.
sorry. Okay, okay, go.
Um, Hi, Hachi.
Hello, Vic.
I'm really sorry. I had I had I had to prepare for the meeting on at the I at 1 p.m. and I
Join
cannot join you join with you.
today.
Yeah, join with you for lunch today. Uh,
Okay, because I have to go
yeah,
back.
yeah, because I will to come back to work now.
Okay. Oh, I do understand, Vic. Okay. So I hope that we can be able to have lunch again next time. Can we do that one?
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yes,
you. Yeah.
okay. So I do understand. So see you again. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Okay.
See you next
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the situation is you can join me the lunch, okay, but
Ah.
you are just late. So how are you going to apologize? Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, hello, Big. Okay. Good afternoon. So you're there already. And then you're going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I arrived a bit late." Okay?
I
Okay.
a bit late.
Yes. So I arrived a bit late
I arrived
because,
a bit late. Yeah.
because
Because I had to prepare to the meeting at
at
1
1
p.m.
p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
I do understand, Bex. Okay. So can you be able to okay, please sit down now and we have to order now. Can we?
Ah.
Can we order now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, okay, and we have to hurry up because I know you have an important meeting at 1 p.m. So you will going to go back at the office soon, okay? Okay, so let's try to hurry up. Let's try to eat fast so that you can be
Fast
able to go
100.
back,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, to your office, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So waiter, can we order something? Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Vic. Okay, next. Roll number two. Now, the situation is you are late for work because you need to drop off your daughter at kindergarten and
Hmm.
your supervisor really get angry. So I am your supervisor, Vic.
Hmm.
Okay? So say something to calm her down. Okay, so see, if I am the supervisor and you were late, so the reason you were late because you drop off your daughter at the kindergarten school and I get angry with you. Okay? Okay.
Hmm.
Let's try to role play that one. Oh, Vic, what time is it? The office time is at 8 o'clock. Why is it you came late at 9? Okay, tell me, what's the reason?
Yeah. Apology for being late. Because
I
I need
drop
to
off
drop. Yeah. I need to drop off my daughter
at
at
the
kindergarten.
kindergarten
Yeah.
school.
At
Okay.
kindergarten at school. Yeah.
Okay.
Kindergarten
Yeah,
and
I
yeah.
I do understand that one big, okay? But the next time around, I will not allow you to be late again, okay? You have to drop off your daughter early so that you can go to the office early too. Uh, do I make myself clear, Beck?
Yes. Thank you. And
Okay, so this is just
yeah.
this
I
is
promise.
this is the first and the last, okay? Because the next time if you will become late again,
Yeah.
I am going to terminate you. Okay?
Terminate.
Yes,
Yeah.
terminate. You know what's terminate?
Terminate.
Yes, the word is terminate. Actually, um, most of the time we use the word terminate. Okay, so what's terminate? You know what's terminate means?
Terminate is
Yes.
the fix.
Terminate means you are going to
Fix
be
time.
laid off.
Be laid off. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you will not going to work
One off.
anymore.
One off time to be too
Yeah.
late.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's say for example, but actually termination, you will be terminated if you do a lot of things, right?
Mm.
If you incurred a lot of absences, a lot of uh, a lot of lates, right? So you will be terminated if that would be the case. Okay. Okay, but if that is just only the first time, um, the boss don't have the authority to terminate you. Okay,
Mm.
so uh, if the boss okay told you the next time, this is the first time and the last time, Beck, that you should be late, okay? Because if you will be late again, I will terminate you. So you were going to say something about that, Beck. Okay, I'm sorry, sir, or I'm sorry, ma'am. Okay, please come down. Okay,
Please come down.
yes, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, sir. Please come down. And I have to also explain my side. Why is it I came late? Okay. So the reason why I came late because I need to drop off my daughter at the kindergarten school. Okay. Yes, I know it's my responsibility to come to the office early and to drop off my daughter, okay, early. But okay, when I go when I come here at the office, so there would be heavy traffic along the way. Okay, so there would be an unusual unusual bad, what is that again, unusual bad thing happened today, right? Okay, so traffic are very, very
Bad.
heavy. Okay, terrible. Okay, so that is what you are going to tell your your boss, right, Nick, or supervisor. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So it's time for you to, let's say, you are the supervisor. I am the employee. Okay. Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry for being late today because I need to drop off my daughter at the kindergarten school. But I promise, this would be the last. I will not be late again.
I promise. I promise. I'm not be late
I will not
again.
be late again.
I will not.
Yes. So I promise I will not be late again, ma'am. So is
Mm.
my apology accepted?
But
Are you
me?
are you going to accept my apology?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes the boss and the supervisor would say, "Yes, okay, I will accept your apology, but again, okay, you will be given deductions for that." Okay? So I will not approve, okay, you're late, okay, but for the consequence, you will be deducted. So there must be a portion of your salary, okay, that should be deducted because of your late. Okay? Now, in Vietnam, I don't know if in Vietnam, if you are an employee, if you were late, are you deducting something to the salary of the employee if you are late? Because
Mm,
here in the Philippines, every 1 minute late, okay, here in the Philippines, that would be equivalent for 10 10 pesos.
10 bus.
No, 10
Bus.
pesos. So the peso, it's peso. Okay? So if ever you were late for 5 minutes, so that would be 50 pesos. So that would be deducted. If you were late for 1 hour, okay, so that would be 600 pesos. Okay? Oh, look at that, huh? So if you were late for that, and then if it is more than 1 hour, you are half day absent. Yes. So that's
Um,
the rule here in the Philippines. What
and
about in Vietnam?
in Việt Nam depend on the company.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are
Uh,
companies
I
that
have two company.
okay.
I work on two company. Um, the 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 last company that I lay 10 15 minutes.
Mm,
I I s- be will be deduct
Mm.
the manually oh
Yes.
the day off. Mm.
Uh-huh.
Ah, did those manually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, they deducted you from your salary, that the late
The lay did those the
deduct means
I had a child manually annually
enrollee.
the day off.
Okay. Okay.
I
Can you type that? Let me see.
vacation day.
Okay.
The day off.
Day off.
Yeah,
Okay.
day off.
So
It does day off.
the day off. So you will be day off for that day if you will be absent.
Yeah, yeah,
So you are not allowed to work.
yeah,
So that's going to be a day off without pay.
yeah,
Oh, okay. For 15 minutes late.
yeah.
Oh,
Over
over
15 minutes.
15.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Okay. So uh, it's sad,
yeah.
right? So
And now I have my company. I need to. I don't have.
problems.
I don't be the that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So in your company now.
yeah.
Okay.
My boss only um,
Only
yeah, only remind or from from
okay.
uh,
It's just a reminder. So it's just only, let's say, uh,
warning. Yeah,
warning.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, that would be nice. And then after a warning, what happened? If you were going to be late again, you will be,
Play again.
yes, like for example, you promise that you won't be late again, okay, but
Mm,
you were able to be late
I
again.
think you will be um validate in
Mm.
um the KPI.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
So there would be process also, right? So you will going to undergo a process. Okay. They will going to validate
Yeah.
if your absence, or if the reason of the reason for coming late is true or not, right? Yeah, here in the Philippines, actually, there would also be that particular companies. Okay, they check. Let's say, for example, you were able to say, "Oh, sorry, I was able to absent because I have a stomach ache or an LBM."
Mm.
So, if your reason is all about health, you need to ask for a medical certificate coming from your doctor. Okay? So you have to go to your doctor and then for a checkup and then ask for a medical certificate. Okay? So if you can be able to present a medical certificate, therefore that particular late will be excused. If you cannot provide a medical certificate, that means that is an excuse. Okay? So there are companies like that, Beck. Okay? Okay, so do you have any questions with this, Beck?
Yeah, no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, this one is asking for an apology with this particular reason. This one is also another way on how to ask an apology, asking for this particular reason. Now, question, Beck. Do you think situation number one is acceptable? Is acceptable? Do you think this one is acceptable because you were late? Okay. Do you think if you are going to say this one to your friend, do you think your friend will going to accept your apology for being late? Yes, because the reason is
The reason
important.
important. Yeah.
Yes, okay? So the reason is important, not unless you were
Mm,
going to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late with our lunch date today because I overslept."
mm,
So that is irresponsible reason, right? Okay. Or I'm sorry, I'm
mm,
late because I wasn't able to wake up early because I had a disco party last night. So that's also
yeah.
an irresponsible reason, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can accept, but not
Yeah.
happy.
Of course. So if that would be the case, maybe your friend will not going to see you anymore, right?
Mm.
Let's say, for example, you were going to say, "Oh, I promise I have to make it up to you next time."
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, your friend will not going to say something or say
Mm.
anything, but he will not or she will not going to trust you anymore, right? Okay. What about the second situation? Is this reason is also acceptable or not? Is the reason of being late because you drop off your daughter at the kindergarten school, is this reason acceptable or not?
The boss can upset,
Of
but
course.
yeah, but
But
not have been more time.
again, right?
Mm,
So it will not happen again because it's not the responsibility of the company to adjust, right?
mm,
So since you are a family man, you have your children, so
mm,
it's not the responsibility of the company to adjust their time to your time. So your responsibility is to drop off your daughter to her school, so you need to drop off her early so that you can catch up early to the office,
mm,
right? Yeah. Yes, I do believe, okay, once is acceptable, but every day that would not be acceptable, right?
mm,
Because if your reason would be, "Oh, I'm sorry, boss, I need to drop off my daughter at the kindergarten school every day." So your office is from Monday up to Friday, and then Mondays to Fridays, you are late straight because of that reason. That reason is not acceptable.
yeah.
Once is okay, but if it is more than once, unacceptable. Right, Beck? Right. Okay. Next, we have here a free talk activity, Beck. Tell me about the times you were late. Okay. Do you have any experience you were late in coming to the office because of traffic or because you overslept? So what's the reason?
The reason.
Um, you said last time, but sometimes, okay, you come to the office late, right? But what is the reason? Why is it you're late? Because of, is it the traffic? Ah, you
Because of,
overslept, right? Yeah, you mentioned just a while ago that you were late because you overslept, right?
yeah, I know has no option like,
Mm.
I'm late because of oversleep.
Yes, okay. But again, if you were late because of overslept, you have to expect that your boss will going to get angry with you,
Yeah.
right? Because you overslept, right?
But 1 year and I had a one time.
Ah, okay.
I
So in
know
a
not,
year,
yeah, no,
yeah, in a
no
year,
usually.
you just only had this particular
Yeah,
experience that you were late because of overslept, right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that would be nice,
yeah.
right? Okay, now since you experienced that one, Beck, what did you do?
What did you do? I
Yes,
need
what did you
to,
do?
yeah.
What
I
did you
I
ask?
did, yeah, I did make apology for my boss.
Boss, okay. And you promise? Did you promise him or her
Yeah,
that it will not happen again?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ha, I need to apply my boss. If you assume you like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now, did you tell your boss the truth? Like you overslept. Let's say, for example, oh, boss, I'm sorry I'm late today because I overslept. Did you tell the truth about that?
mm, I uh, I tell just
Okay, you weren't able to tell your boss about the reason that you overslept, okay? Yeah. Yeah, because
because I not usually.
yeah. Okay.
And if you use if you usually play because of overleaf, and I think you need to not tell not the truth.
Yes, okay. So, you're not telling the truth, right? If that would be the case, okay?
Yeah,
But sometimes it's also good to tell the truth rather
yeah,
than, because sometimes, um, especially if the HR, right, the human resource department are or is so very, very active, okay, or very, what is one, engaged when it comes to knowing, okay, the employees, right? So the HR will going to ask for an investigation, right? So the,
investigation.
yeah, actually sometimes just like now I go back to school, right? So I am teaching now at school,
Yeah,
okay? So if I have to ask for an absence, so the HR will always ask for, let's say, if the reason is for checkup or health, right? So when you go to the office or to the school, then the HR will going to ask for a medical certificate. Okay? Okay. If you were going to absent to for a trip, maybe the HR or the boss will not going to approve that one.
mm,
Yes. Okay. So that's the sad reality, right? Because if you ask for let's say for example for a leave of absence because you will going to be out of the country, okay, or out of town just to go somewhere, just to relax. So that is not excuse. So the HR will not going to approve your leave of absence. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any questions with this, Beck? No more?
Yeah.
Yeah, no more. Okay. Let's try to match the time now, Beck. Okay?
Hmm.
Okay, so it's 3 o'clock. Where is it?
3 o'clock. Yeah. 3 o'clock trade.
It's letter
Trade.
J.
It's trade. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so 3 o'clock is letter J. Wait for a while. How are you going to do this?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so that's letter J. Okay, next.
yeah. To it's the water bus. I
Sorry. It's in
yeah.
here. It's 3 o'clock. Now, look at this one, right? So, in telling the time, it's 3 o'clock, right? Next, it's quarter
Bus
past
A.
8.
Yeah. It's mass E. E.
It's 8:15, right? So it's 8:15.
Yeah. I-15.
Yes, okay. Um, this one is in London. They tell the time like this. In the
Yeah.
Philippines, we don't say it's a quarter past 8, but we read this as 8 o'clock
A.
and 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So
The
8:15,
traffic man. Yeah.
same in Vietnam. Okay,
Yeah.
it's 10:30.
It's 10:30. It's 10:30. There is I. E.
Okay, so it's I, right? So it's the same also. It's 10:30.
Yeah. It's same.
Okay, next.
Next.
It's
Four is
5 to
5 to
5.
5. 5 to 5. The F. F.
Yes, so that means
4:55.
it's 4:55. But
Yeah.
in London, they
It's
call this
5
one
to
as
5.
it's 5 to 5. Well, let's say, for example, if someone would ask, what time is it? It's 5 to 5,
It's
right?
5 to 5.
Yes, so it's 5 to
It,
5. That means
yeah.
it's 4:55. Okay? Next.
Yeah. It's not understand for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's
9:25.
yeah,
It's
it's 9:25.
9:25. Yeah, it's 9:25. It's at.
Yes, okay. So that would be easy, right? Because it's the usual time. It's
Hmm.
9:25. Next.
It's 25 to 11. It's
It's 25 to
25.
11.
25 is G.
It's
G.
letter. It's letter.
G.
Okay.
G. G.
Yes, it's letter G, right?
G.
It's
Yeah.
10:35. Yes,
It's
it's
10.
10:35, but
Yeah, it's 10.
in London, okay, in UK, it's
Hmm.
25 to 11, okay?
25 to 11.
Yeah, why is it 25 to 11? Because
10:35.
there are 25 minutes past 10 or
Yeah.
35 minutes past 10 or it's only 25 minutes to 11, right? Okay. Next, it's 2 to 2.
It's 2 to 2. It's 2
Yeah.
to 2. That is D.
It's letter D,
1:58.
158. That
Yeah.
means it's 2 minutes before 2, right?
Yeah. It's 2 minutes before 2.
Yes, it's 158. Right, next.
It's
It's
11:25.
yes, it's
See?
11:25.
Yeah. It's
It's
C.
letter C. That's correct.
25 past 11.
Yes. And then it's 5 past
Past
8.
A. It's 5 past A. B.
It's B, correct. Okay, that's going to be 8:05.
8:05.
Yes. And then the last but not the least,
Yeah. The
it's 12:35.
35 is A.
It's letter A. Okay, good. Okay.
Yes.
So this one is
It's letter. It's
correct.
letter A.
Yes, right? Okay,
Yeah.
now let's try to read them back. Okay,
Yeah. It's 3 o'clock. It's a water bus A.
okay, quarter.
Water.
Yes, it's a
Water.
quarter past 8.
Uh, I water. All right.
Qua,
Water.
quarter.
Quarter.
Yeah, it's
Or
quarter.
quarter. In the UK, in the US. Water. All right.
No,
Water.
no, it's quarter.
Quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quarter. So it's quarter past 8.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a water past A.
Yes.
It's 10:30.
Okay.
It's 5 to 5.
Yes.
It's 9:25.
That's correct.
It's 25 to 11.
That's correct.
It's 2 to 2.
That's correct.
It's 11:25.
That's correct.
It's 5 past 8.
That's correct.
Yeah. It's 12:35.
It's 12:35. Okay, so Beck, it's about time for us to say goodbye now. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time. We'll see each other again this coming Saturday, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we will be going to go to another lesson because we're done with this lesson. That would be on the next meeting, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Beck. Have a
Bye
nice day.
bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.